The Great Debaters Contest 2016 registration is now open. Teachers or school administrations should register on www.greatdebaterscontest.com/register.
Welcome to the best infotainment show TV has to offer, the Great Debaters Contest. This is our Nyeri edition, and I'm Mariam Bishar.
And I am Austin Yumbok. Our motion today is the 844 system is to blame for the current unemployment state of the youth. We have Mumbi Girls High School versus Kagumo Boys. Who will be the victor, Mariam?
Only one way to find out. We'll let the debaters take the stage now. First proposer, you have 3 minutes.
Now, allow me to introduce to you a friend of mine, Michael. Now, Michael is a bookworm. Michael is always reading. He often skips breakfast, lunch, and sometimes supper. Reading, looking forward to that A. Now, in his primary school education, he was able to excel and join a prestigious national school. And he's looking forward to his A in the KCSE examination. He is currently a candidate and is looking forward to the best. Unfortunately, Michael, I cannot assure you of that A. Yes, you are working hard, you are doing everything, but little do you know that you are restrained in the confines of a system that is taking you nowhere. And that is what brings us here. The 844 system of education is to blame for the current unemployment state of the youth. Now, I am Samson Karaoke from Kagumo High School, proudly proposing this motion. Now, how about we shed some light on this issue, lest our opposers here mislead this educated audience. Now, an education system is a term that refers to the manner in which schooling is conducted. Unemployment, according to economicshelp.org, is whereby a person who is of age is willing to work but is unable to acquire a job. Now, the youth, according to our Kenyan constitution, is a term that refers to an individual in the age bracket of 18 to 35. Now, I do understand that now we have some proper knowledge on what we are talking about, so I very well know that we will only support what is going to take our nation forward. Now, let me bring you to Singapore. Singapore and Kenya, 1964. We are at par. Our economics is doing just fine. Our finances are doing all right. But if you find 50 years down the line, Singapore is so much ahead. And look at the progress that Kenya has made. Why? Because of our poor education system. Our education system is more theoretical than practical. It's a cram and pass thing. For your information, according to ABC News on Wednesday, 6 January 2016, Singapore has been ranked as one of the countries whose education system is highly regarded, and it is from such countries where we are supposed to learn something from. Now you get to learn something. You do that biology, you do that chemistry, you learn, yes, you cram and all that, and end up passing your KCSE examination. Some of us know whatever we are doing in our classes after all, so we excel, but at the end of the day, when you become that doctor following doing that biology, when you become that professional, do you really know what you're doing? Because you crammed the content, you passed the examination, but when you're placed in that surgery room, when you're placed in that place and you're expected to take care for a patient, are you going to manage? Of course you won't, because of the 844 education system. Subject specialization. If you look at the UK, you find that they are able to specify on a particular subject and they're able to end up being professionals in it. And that is according to foundationdegree.co.uk. Now that is where we miss out as a country. We should specialize on one thing that should make us professionals in the very end. 844, 8 minus 4 minus 4, 0. It is a zero system, needs to be dealt with. Thank you.
Opposition will hear your opening statement. You have 3 minutes.
Aman Mwangi from Mumbi Girls High School. And first, I'd like to ask a question to the opposers. They said that the 844 system that you are undergoing by now, that is going to take us to nowhere. My question is, if you believe that the 844 system will not take you anywhere, then why are you undertaking the 844 system? Search for a better solution. First, according to the United Nations, a youth is a person who is between the age bracket of 15 to 24 years. And unemployment is a state where people are actively looking for employment, but they're not in a position to secure one. Back when the 844 system was introduced, let us go back to 1983. the primary enrollment, it increased from 4.1 to 5.4, meaning whereby that people, they were given an opportunity that in a position to school and also in a position to acquire education. And many graduates, they're in a position to acquire education. And after they were in a position to acquire the education, after they graduated and they joined the outside world, the skills that they were acquired, they're in a position to apply those skills. And by the end of the day, they have employment. And then, it has led, the education that you have right now, the 844 system, it has led to the expansion of the university education. Back in 1993, whereby that we only had 4 public universities, that is Moi University, Kenyatta University, Egerton University, and Nairobi University. But due to the 844 system that was introduced, people have become creative, people have become innovative, and due to them being innovative, that is why now we have the 844 system, and the university have expanded, whereby that all of us, let's say, in case you are in Form 4, after you're through with high school, and then you get your results, if you have performed very well, you have an opportunity to join any public university that you want. If you want to join any private university, you'll have the opportunity due to the expansion of the universities that you have now. And then, in 1990, this is what we had, the Kenya Junior Secretary Education, KJSE, that was the Harambee schools. And in this Harambee school, you were supposed to undertake an exam. And this examination was the one to qualify you to go to the next level. But the government, what it did, when it introduced the 844 system, it was abolished. And to it being abolished, many people, the government supported the Harambee school. And when they were supported, it was legible that the government could give it support. And by the end of the day, many graduates joined the Harambee schools. And when they joined, and after they graduated, there was employment. Education, the 844 system is not to blame, and it will never be blamed, because today I am a product of the 844 system, and I am proud to be one product, and to you also, you are a product of the 844 system. Thank you.
We'll hear rebuttals now. Proposal number 2, you have 3 minutes.
Mother, 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 give me an egg. Every day ugali, every day white cabbage. I will get kwashiako. John Wangia from Kagumo High School, here to propose the motion that states the 844 system of education is to blame for the current unemployed state of the youth in Kenya. The song I've just sung is the cry of a 7-year-old child. The child is tired of eating a meal of ugali and white cabbage. In the morning, it's ugali and tea. During lunchtime, it's ugali and white cabbage. At night, it's ugali and white cabbage. Ugali and white cabbage every time. The child wants a change. A change in the diet he or she is eating. And that is what I want today. I want a change in this system. I want this system to be reformed. I want my ugali to be topped up with some beans, or if possible, some pieces of meat. First of all, you asked a question that if you're blaming the system, why should we continue keeping it? I'm going to tell you something. Life is about risks. I'm going to risk. I'm risking going to school. I'm risking getting a book in front of my desk. Maybe I'm risking that I may doze off instead of reading, because life is a matter of risks. So we are just risking, and by risking, we are getting good results. So we are not saying that the system should be removed. No. We're saying that this system should be reformed. It should undergo drastic changes so that it can be able to suit the education that we want. And to my first point, this system is so uncontrollable, totally. And I'll give you an example. When the free primary education was introduced in 2003, 1.3 million children joined primary school. Let me show you. In the year 2010, only 875,300 students completed primary school. What does this mean? 429,700 students whoosh, disappeared into thin air. God knows where. Okay, as if that's not enough. In 2014, this 875,300 students dropped to a whooping 458,000 students. According to my mathematics, from the year 2003 to the year 2014, 841,400 students never completed the system. What is this telling you? This system, in the condition it is right now, it is to blame for the current state of unemployment in our country. And it should be done away with totally. And again, keeping this system the way it is like eating ugali and white cabbage and not expecting to get kwashiako.
Opposition, you have 3 minutes to give your rebuttal.
Looking at our judges in front of us, the two handsome judges and the one beautiful lady, can we say that they are not educated? I believe they have gone through the 844 system, and of course, they are employed. So myself, I do believe when I'm going through this 844 system, I'm assured of a certain job out there. My fellow opponents say that we should not lie to you, our learned audience. I can see all of you, I can see that some of the audience in uniform. That means you're also going through the 844 system, and that's why he has termed you as learned. We have a new course, and that is software engineering, and it is offered in Multimedia University and Kisii University only. What has led to this? This has been led to by the 844 system, whereby they require new courses for new and more learned people. And this grants chances of employment whereby the new institutions are being come up with, and that's why they want people like electrical engineers, they want masons, carpenters, people like architects to come up with these new institutions. And this has led to more new courses, and that's why the 844 system is not to be blamed for unemployment. And also, my fellow opponent has said that one wakes up very early, does a lot of hard work, you eat ugali and white cabbages, and I assuredly tell him that there is no gain without pain. And therefore, you have, even we have an example of Larry. He wakes up very early, he becomes, and then in the future, he's assured of doing medicine, doing a course like journalism, something that will help him in the future. On to my second point, 844 system induces income generating activities. This is brought about by the technical subjects that the system offers. For example, we have home science, which offers skills, and we have computer agriculture, where if knowledge and skills acquired are utilized, they create job opportunities. For example, you have baking in home science, and also in physics, if you want to acquire the skills, you're shown by the teachers, and in computer, you do the practicals with the computer. Thank you.
The Great Debaters Contest 2016 registration is now open. Teachers or school administrations should register on www.greatdebaterscontest.com/register. The Great Debaters Contest 2016 registration is now open. Teachers or school administrations should register on www.greatdebaterscontest.com/register.
Thank you, audience, for those questions. The proposers have been asked if they claim that the 844 system has failed, how can they explain the emergence of leaders and successful people who have passed through the 844 system? And the opposition have been challenged that if we were to change to a different system of education, would that curb unemployment even though some people still cannot afford basic education? Proposal number 3, you have 3 minutes.
education is the key to life. This has been repeated ad infinitum to a point that it has become a cliche. A cliche, just like the rising cases of cheating. Speaking of cheating, I can remember a story told to me by my teacher of biology. There was an adjudicator by the name Sly. Sly happened to undergo a misfortune. And what was the misfortune? The misfortune was falling sick of her mother. She took her to hospital and she was admitted. She left after visiting the mother thinking she will be as fit as a fiddle. On coming back, she was dead. Upon asking the doctor mummed. He was too shy to tell Sly what caused the death of her mother. She persuaded them, and later the doctor called 3 nurses, one of whom Sly identified. The other doctor, who was acting as a nurse then, had poisoned Sly's mother. And what had happened before that? Sly was an adjudicator, and the doctor was her student. Sly gave the doctor leakage. She helped her to pass in indefinite and unfaithful ways. And what is the result? Death of her mother. Do we want to kill our parents? I bet the answer is no. Statistics from next report show that 7,809 students cheated, within which 65.31% were from secondary and 34.69% from primary school. What does this show? The 844 is overburdening us. It is putting us with luggages and loads, just like camel deserts and donkeys. My name is Jeff Ian from the esteemed Kagumo High School. I was asked a question, what about the leaders who have succeeded? That is just a drop in the ocean. There are many others who have failed. There are many others who right now we are seeing are being reported in hate speech cases. This is because the system does not have adequate times and lessons to teach these leaders while they were in school virtues such as speaking in polite ways. Lessons such as counseling lessons were somewhat inadequate. Apart from that, the system has caused individualistic natures and less teamwork. I can see my opposers are dancing to the beats of "Baby, I got me, baby, I got me, and that's all I need." Yes, you're dancing to these beats. You got yourself. What if you fail? Who will help you? I would be justified to give you my spectacles. Maybe they'll help you see the light because you're shattering in darkness. Thank you. Let's get down with this system because it's taking us nowhere.
Opposition, you have 3 minutes to respond to the audience.
Proposing this motion is like telling me that you will walk barefooted on a mass of pain and assure me that you will not get hurt. They are trying to make me feel intimidated that I'm doing the wrong thing at my right time. That I am just doing something that will not be beneficial to me at the end. But is that really what I mean? Look, at the question that I was posted, they are saying that the 844 system, I will not be able to cater in the university after I finish my secondary school education. Well, let me major on the cost sharing. When I pass my 844 system, I pass and get my good grades, I achieve my goals, the government will contribute. It will give me actually 80%, and I will contribute 20%. Will that make me continue with my education? It will. And then, with the 844 system came the practical subjects, the music, art and design, metalwork, woodwork, agriculture, and all these help people to be self-reliant. We have artisans coming out of those fields. They are able, those who have talents. I have talent in metalwork, woodwork. I can apply my skill out there, be self-employed. Are you telling me that I will not be beneficial? This 844 system they are the product of the 844 system. You are gonna be a product of the 844 system. And I'm waiting for one of you to pose a challenge to me that I went through the 844 system, did my best, worked hard in school, achieved my goals, and yet I never got employed. I'm still waiting for someone to pose me that challenge. And then I will accept that 844 system is the one that is causing unemployment. But before that, I am posing this to my opponents. Let us join hands and just oppose this motion and say that unemployment is not caused by the 844 system. Thank you.
We'll hear final submissions now. Proposition, you have a minute.
Someone asked me that I'm in the 844 system, then why am I against it? And I remember the story of Michael. And I understand Michael. It's the same, I'll give the same explanation he'd give. I have no option, I have no alternative. I was born at the time when the 844 system was in place. It is not my fault that I'm in the constraints of a system that is taking me nowhere. 1995, 844 is reviewed. If you think that it is such a help to Kenya, why then does it need to be reviewed? Why then is the 2662 education system that is being proposed by the Ministry of Education being brought forth to replace the 844? I thought that it was something perfect, or rather, as you're trying to mislead the audience, is that it's a perfect system. But in reality, 844, like I said, is a zero system. 16 years going just like that, away with the wind, like my friend said. Michael, quit wasting your time. How I pray that luck is on your side and a new system probably is established and you can be able to grow your talent and grow your aspiration and your academic goals. 844 is not the way to go. I rest my case.
Opposition, will hear your final submission. You have a minute.
First, our fellow opponent said that we are afraid. What I love to tell them is that failure is not our enemy. We can learn from our failures because we are not perfect, but to try to perfect our areas. First and foremost, the 844 system is the best thing that you ever have. First, if it is a failure, everyone, I believe everyone who is here, they have their voice. That if the 844 system is not the best for you, you leave it. There is that freedom. We have democracy. So if you believe that you still believe that the 844 system is not the best for you, leave it. Stop wasting your time because you're wasting your time saying that the 844 system is not good. If I were you and I believe that's not good, I'm going to opt for something that is better for me. I believe that all of us, that the 844 system, nothing is pure. Not everything is pure. If 844 system has some problems, then what you have to do is try to solve some of the problems that is there in the 844 system, but not to eradicate it. Thank you. Aman Mwangi.
So Samson, very refined at the moment as I look at you over the years. Good citations, yes, and your analogy of the doctor, however, did not hit as expected. You want to hit an analogy that will really endear to ourselves. Confident and a good speaker as well. John, you know you're a guru in this, and since the time you were, I think, in your first year, Form 1, yes, you are very brave and all that. And I must say that you have been refined and grown, yes. However, the energy level seems to be dwindling. I don't know whether it's something is happening, but I'm not sure what that is. You're a good speaker, always going on higher. However, we need that energy back, all right? Jeff, well, there's also an analogy that you tried to use. It was quite weak. So I must say it wasn't justice to the motion, especially with the expectations I have of the two members that have been there before.
Mumbi High School, you have 63%. Please give them a round of applause. Kagumo High School, you take the day with 67%. Please give them a round of applause as well.
Congratulations to the two teams on stage. We'd also like to thank our studio audience and our viewers back home. Thank you for watching. Please keep it at Great Debaters Contest. Follow us on Twitter at Great Debaters Contest at EA. I'm Austin Yambok.
And I am Mariam Bashar. We'll see you next time.
The Great Debaters Contest 2016 registration is now open. Teachers or school administrations should register on www.greatdebaterscontest.com/register.